And welcome to a chip off the old block toys. I'm Jeff, and today we've got part 3, which is also going to be the final part of set number 910031. It's the general store. It is also the last of the series of the Bricklink Designer Series 1. We've built all of them on this channel, all of them on live streams. So if you want to see them, there are playlists. They're in there in the history. Please go back and watch them. But for this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and start. We are starting with bag number 7. We've got 4 bags, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each one of the numbered bags is multiple. So there's a lot left, but I did kind of the planning out. And if I do, if I don't finish it tonight, it'd be like a 20-25 minute live stream to finish it. So I'm going to go for as long as it takes. And by the way, we are expecting a special guest when he gets here. We'll talk. And I will be on his stream later. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started. Let me slide the instructions over, and let's switch cameras, all the good stuff here. Sorry, my mouse is like really being janky. Yeah, sure, man. Let me work on that, Greg. We are also going to have another guest, Greg. His name is Steve Rancourt. But that is not a problem. More the merrier, in my opinion. Let's do this. Okay. Where is Greg? There we go. Okay, so we got that going on. Okay, here we go. Link settings. Okay, so the first little bit is building minifigures. So I'm going to push this whole entire thing to the side. John, what kind of day are you having? How is your day going? In other words, it's kind of an awkward way to put it, but how's your day going? What is kind of weird about these particular ones is that a lot of sets you build the minifigures early on, and this one you don't. This one it's we're on bag 7 before we hit any minifigures. All right, let's get Greg in here. He's right there. If my mouse will cooperate. Oh my goodness, my mouse is being so bad. I need to order another one. Greg, how you doing?
Oh, nothing much.
How's your day been today?
Went to work, got a new TV, and went to Longhorn Steakhouse.
All right. You know something? I've got a Longhorn Steakhouse thing that gift card that I've had for a few years. I've checked; it doesn't expire. I need to use it. I've had it probably about 4 Christmases ago. I got it. And hello, Mrs. Chip. How you doing?
Hey,
right.
Mrs. Chip.
Oh, no, that one doesn't want to stay upright. So there we go.
Just give me a second.
And Mrs. Chip, how you been? I've had a really good day today. I am dismantling sets to make room, and basically what I've noticed is that my Lego sets being out in the shop is probably not a good idea. And on the warmer days, oh, we got Steve too. Let's get Steve on here. Steve, how you doing?
I found 2 small Lego sets I can actually take apart and rebuild.
All right. And that's kind of the thing. Steve and I have talked tonight on. Oh, I need to take care of that.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's up, man?
Steve's here, and Steve will be doing a stream right after mine, and I'll be joining him on his channel.
Man, this gremlin of the dog will be the end of me.
Well, today I've done a little bit of housework. My son Spencer was here, and he helped me out. The dining room has a spot where I had a leak, and this leak was probably about 1.5 years ago, but never did I paint over it after it was fixed. And so you had this nice yellow wall, and then you had white for the new drywall. And it was probably a 2 by 3 foot section. We got a paint chip, took it to the local hardware store, have them match the color, and we've already painted over it, and you cannot tell. It looks great.
So, what have you been doing today besides that?
Well, we also filled in the hole where I had the septic tank pumped out last year. We had to dig and find the spot where they can clean it out, and that was a bear to find. We had to trace the pipe from the foundation all the way out. We did that. We did have it pumped, but I never filled it back in. And today it took 7 wheelbarrow fulls of dirt to fill that all in, but it's done. So
Maybe Enzo found a hole to make it bigger.
he actually doesn't like to dig, so I'm lucky about that. Steve, how's your day been, man?
It's doing pretty good. I'm doing one quick little thing because I have my Lego build at 6, so I'm trying to get that all tidied up, and then I'm gonna do some little fun Lego things. Yeah.
Well, cool. Hey, congrats on your growth of the channel.
Oh, thank you very much.
For those who don't know Steve, Steve has a channel similar to mine, but he does have some differences that I do like. Steve likes to build Legos. He likes to do Manorama every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And Steve, you're more than welcome to throw a link to your live stream coming up or whatever you want. You know, if you want to throw a link in here.
Yeah, let me. Oh, I could have just done it this way.
I also started shooting the next Avengers Tower video update.
Okay.
That won't be done till late next week. Those videos take longer. But I started it.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm actually gonna share your link of the stream on YouTube on X. You know, I like to promote where I'm going to be on.
Well, I appreciate that.
Uh,
And Steve, Mrs. Chip is in the audience as well right now.
Well, howdy there.
So, I paid you $20 to be nice. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought it was 100, but okay, $20 works.
Oh, okay. So I only get $20 worth. Okay.
All right. There you go. All right. Cool.
Mrs. Chisholm,
Well, you guys will notice that my videos are going to die off for about 2 weeks in the beginning of September, and that is because Mrs. Chip has gotten her leave approved, and she will be here with me. And I will not be doing much of anything Lego-wise while she's here.
So you're just trying to get all the streams out as soon as possible.
Pretty much, yeah. I think I've got a lot of content to make right now. I've got a lot of sets that could, be content, and I want to get those out before she gets here. And
Okay.
is she gonna bring Osea?
no, she's not. Osea will actually be going back to her dad's about a week before she comes here. So, unfortunately, I will miss her. And Steve, you probably don't know, Osea is my granddaughter. She's 6 years old.
Okay. Eventually, I was going to figure it out on my own, but I'm glad that I got it now. So I'm doing the miniature. I'm doing actually two sets. I'm doing the Boba Fett. The what did they change the name to it then?
Oh, just
Something
Boba
really
Fett.
stupid. Yeah, I was like, okay. And then I am doing taking apart. These are the easy. I did get two new sets, and I'll talk about that soon, which I'll be doing tonight.
Okay.
But I also got this little guy, the McLaren.
Oh yeah, Speed Champion. Here, let me put you on large. Let's get you. Let's show that again. How do I do this? There you go.
So I'm doing the. I'll take this one apart. I like this one. It's so cute.
You
Oh
got the
yeah.
big one?
I actually have. So how many McLarens do I have? I have the very first McLaren, like the '90s McLaren. And then the new one. Those are the speed champions. And then I want to get the bigger McLaren.
The P1?
Oh, and that one looks so nice. A lot of people are complaining that, oh, why'd you pick like the first one? I'm like, who cares? It looks cool. It's probably the best design that they've done for a car wise. It's probably the best one. The next one I would say is probably the Ferrari.
Yeah.
If they're making icons McLaren Senna, I'll be on it.
Ooh. And
Yeah,
then
I love those large cars. I missed getting the Lamborghini because it was like 400 something, so I passed on that. But
okay.
I do have the Bugatti though. That was like 3 something. I can't remember.
Is that the do you have the yellow one or the blue one? Because there's
The blue
two different types. Okay. Because I have the racing one, and you probably have the regular, the Chiron, right?
Yeah, I do. And I'll tell you a funny story about it. So I had it during the move and 2.5 years ago, and I had some people help me with the move because I just couldn't get the Legos. I couldn't get them all packed up in time. So I had some people that weren't familiar with Lego help me, and they did their best, but they took the mirrors off of the Bugatti. They didn't want it to break, and they stuck it inside the car. Well, I didn't know where it was at, and for a year I was looking for it off and on, couldn't find it. I finally just went on Bricklink and ordered the 2 mirrors. And as soon as I went to go pick them, put them on, I picked up the thing. I heard something inside, and I found the 2 mirrors inside. So I bought the 2 pieces for nothing.
That thing. If I get a big enough place, I want to get one room where it's big cars, like actual big sets, and eventually I want to get like a warehouse type barn where I can do like bigger stuff and branch out. But I saw this guy do. He did the bigger car sets, and he had them framed up on this like picture frame, and it pops out, and it's pretty cool. And he has lights for it. And I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah, I saw another guy. It wasn't a picture frame, but he made these like hooks, so it looked like they were like on the wall, like, and he packed them in pretty good, so they had a bunch of cars next to each other, and he used the. Do you know those Lego Technic pieces that are the they hold the picture frames like the
Yeah.
Yeah, he used those, and he used nails and screws, and he like put it on there.
Oh, that's cool.
So no, I would love. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think that's an awesome idea if you could swing it.
A man can dream.
A man has to dream, in my opinion.
Right?
Yeah.
If not, man, we're done. But yeah, I'm doing tonight is a Porsche, the 24-hour Le Mans car, and then a 3-in-1 like shark or squid or a weird looking animal.
I call that the black and white spider web car.
Wait,
Oh, it does. Or it looks like a Spider-Man car, right?
Black,
The Porsche.
yeah.
finally actually fixing this one.
All right, I'm sorry. I just had to take care of something real quick.
Where you from, Steve?
I'm from California.
I live in Texas, though.
Oh man, gosh, you're making me jealous. I want to live in Texas, like bad.
Yeah, Mrs. Chip is in Texas right now. In fact, I'll be going to see her shortly after she sees me because she's upgrading to a 2-bedroom apartment, and she's gonna need my help to move stuff.
I'll watch over your Legos while you're gone. I can't promise they'll be there when you get back, but
Or
I'll
One
watch 'em.
Piece.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I've got a pretty good watchdog named Enzo. He'll watch whatever happens, but he won't do anything about it.
Those are the best.
He's just a love bug.
Have you seen Enzo, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta see him.
I'm planning to go to Houston one of these days.
Is there a Lego store in Houston?
There's about 5 of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Texas has a lot of Lego stores. I think California has like 2.
Oh, really? Just 2?
Yeah, they're not many.
They have a crap ton of Apple stores, though.
Oh man, it's like Starbucks. Every street corner has an Apple store.
So, Steve, I don't want to. I'm not trying to have you give away your location. I'm just curious, though. Are you in one of the areas where like Target and Walmart are pulling out because of the theft and stuff that's going on out there?
No.
Okay.
I'm not there. That's in. Oh shoot, where is that at?
Well, I know San Francisco and LA.
I think it's San Francisco.
Crazy.
Well, LA's always had problems.
Crazy Nancy Pelosi land.
I already like you, man. I like you, Greg.
Well, I will tell you, I thought it was funny during COVID when Nancy Pelosi got caught being at the hair salon without a mask on. And
oh, that was hilarious, dude.
Did you hear about the protest? How there was a ton of women that went out to like thrift stores and bought hair dryers and threw them like draped them over tree branches in our front yard.
Oh yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I'm in that weird state.
I like
that's the what?
I like my federal representation, but not my state representation. You know, my state representation is the Speaker of the Texas House.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Is that
I
his
didn't
name?
know
Is
that.
it? His name is Dave Phelan.
Yeah, I actually I don't follow Texas too much on the politics side.
Man, I put this on backwards. No, I put it on right, baby. I don't know. Oh man.
I do like your governor though, Abbott.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you meant Bade. I was like, Newsom?
Oh no.
Did you see him actually clean up part of LA? I'm like, you're about a few years too late on this one, buddy.
I like Cruz, but not Cornyn.
Yeah, dude. Newsom is just one. He's crazy.
Yeah, Newsom gets to me too, man. When I hear him speak, I'm like, no, man.
Oh, he is not liked by anybody in California. Like nothing. They did this whole recount or re-election for the governor, and it was never going to work out for the other guy, but he just wanted to test it out to prove that California cheats.
If I'm Trump, I'll just clean out the entire state.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know, I actually grew up in California for the most part.
Where in California?
A town called Sunnyvale near San Jose.
Okay.
My dad was military, and he was stationed in Sunnyvale twice. It's no longer there, but it used to be Moffett Field Air Station.
Yeah.
And, because I'm the fourth out of five, so by the time I came around, my dad retired when I was 9 years old, and so my older siblings were in high school, middle school, and he didn't want to move on them again because of how many times we moved. So him and my mom just said, you know what, we do want to go back to Utah because that's where they're from. They're like, but we'll wait until the last kid graduates. And so I, from the age of 9 forward, didn't do any military moves until I got married. And I graduated from Fremont High School in Sunnyvale, California.
Nice. So here's the Boba Fett ship right there. There's a couple pieces I'm it. Wait, this guy here?
I'm sorry. Let me.
Oh, he goes right here. No, maybe yes. How do you put this on here? No. I'm missing a couple pieces, but there's that one.
Well, here, let me put you on large again.
All right. I like how they just decide, hey, we're gonna add some pieces on here that don't make any sense. But anyway, so I did this one. Okay. I gotta add a couple pieces here, but now I'm gonna do this one.
Well, you know what I don't like about it though is how Star Wars went politically correct on that. And I mean,
yeah,
come on, really? Jabba the Hutt didn't have slaves? I mean, that was his whole entire thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's. I get what you mean. It was kind of stupid. I'm like, we've dealt with this for almost 40 years. Why do we have to change names?
So, Greg, what new sets have you gotten recently?
I'm waiting for next payday to see what I can turn up with.
Okay.
Oh, I just got a few 4K movies.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Okay. What movies you get?
It Chapter 1 and 2 in the Hunger Games collection.
Nice.
Now, have you seen the spoofs, the Starving Games?
Yeah.
I love that McDonald's commercial with the old McDonald's commercial with the sesame seed bun and oh my gosh, they keep going on and on and on, and they're like topped with gravy, barbecue sauce, and like there's just by the time they're done, it's just a pile of crap. It's so nasty.
And 2001: The Space Odyssey is calling my name.
Okay.
You seen that movie?
I have, but that is an old one. I can't honestly say that I remember much of it because I was young when I saw it.
Also, The Crow.
Okay.
There we go.
Ugh, I love this. Look at this little rocking chair. I'm loving this.
That's a cool set.
I'm gonna have to copy this.
I do have 2 custom-made Lego sets: a Tacoma, a Toyota Tacoma, and then the DeLorean, a really, really small one.
Okay.
Hey, I was going to cook an alligator for dinner, but I realized I only had a crock pot.
One thing I'm learning about the really, really tiny Lego sets, everything is really like compacted.
I'm planning to go see Alien Romulus ne- next week.
You know, I saw some of the previews, um, the trailer or whatever for that. I thought it looked pretty good.
I'm curious about it.
Well, John is saying that when they changed the name to Boba Fett ship, it pissed him off.
You're not alone.
How am I supposed to say this? People owe other people a life debt by force, by one.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understood that.
Uh, it's a slave one.
Oh,
It's like you'll have nothing and like it.
oh, the Great Reset. Is that what we're talking about?
Ah, probably.
I'm sorry, but no. Oh boy.
Remember when Lego used to have bigger blocks? Not so much anymore.
You know something? I noticed with the Mountain Fortress that I did.
Yeah.
I really liked it because it had a lot of small pieces to it, and also when they redid Eldorado's Fortress, and instead of giving you a raised base plate, you had to build the base plate, so it's a bunch of slopes and pieces.
Oh.
I thought that was just awesome.
So if I had a bigger table to do something, cool. But since I had this rinky-dink little desk thing, it's like I can only do so much.
No, I can understand that.
But I'm in the works of trying to save after a couple of the trips I'm going to be going on soon. I'm going to start saving up for bigger sets. I want the Jaws set, and then I want to get the McLaren set.
The P1.
Yeah, I just want that so bad. Once I saw it, I'm in. You take my money. I'll give you a kidney. Let's just make a deal. It's so cool looking.
You gonna live stream it?
Oh yeah, I will live stream it. I'll make it an event. Like I've done. So what I do with my sets, Greg, is I'll rebuild some of the sets multiple times. Like I've done Back to the Future car, I think 4 times. One time building it on my own when I first got it, and then I think I did it 3 times doing it live. I am done. I've retired that car from doing it. It takes such a long time to do. I think I did it in 8 hours one time. But that's when I'm doing it live, doing my Lego build stuff. I have people on, so we're just talking whatnot, and so it takes me a lot longer to finally get something done. But if someone's like, "I'll give you $400 to do it," okay. It's mostly I have to take it apart and organize it. That's the thing. It's that downside of it.
Yeah, that's one of the things. When I first started my channel, I used to do a bunch of time lapse builds, and those were kind of a pain because if you don't lay out the pieces perfectly, you have to do a lot of editing, which takes a long time. So um, I started like laying out all the pieces like just off, just out of the camera range, so it just looked like
Yeah.
I was grabbing pieces. Um, but I stopped doing time lapses probably about a year and a half ago. I just didn't think it was worth the amount of effort to put into it.
Have you okay, so since you've done the time lapse thing, which I've never done, although I could do it, I have all the equipment to actually do a time lapse deal thing. I've done time lapses of puzzles and other things. But when you do a time lapse of a Lego set versus doing what you're doing, like what you and I are doing, do you find doing this much better? Like the interaction is much better?
Um, what I found is that people like the live streams more because they can interact with you.
Hmm.
Um, because really, but the only thing I could do is, get the free uncopyrighted music and throw that in there while I'm building. And
Yeah.
I don't. I think people appreciate the conversation more. And I mean, I just find that like, well, here's a for instance. My videos would get about 100 views if I did
Hmm.
a time lapse. But if I do a live stream, it's like they're longer and more people watch them. And not only that, when I
Coordination
was doing the time
grows.
lapses, I wasn't getting to know that many people. And now that I do the live streams, I've got new people come in all the time, but then you also have your regulars that and you know a little bit about them, and there's that interaction.
Yeah. I've
And
noticed I what?
oh no, go ahead.
I've noticed with doing because not many people do what we do. They're just like, I'm gonna do a time lapse and whatever. But I think those are like all sponsored people. This is more the engagement. Like I didn't think that um this would be such a huge hit, but I get messages now constantly. Are you gonna do a Lego build? Are you gonna do a Lego build? It's like because of the engagement. It's because or if you have people on, there's a conversation going on. You guys can have a conversation. I'm building this. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. But it's that whole engagement where you're just like you want people to be a part of it. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And Janet says smaller pieces help get more detail, but depending on the set, it can feel like a bit padding. And I agree with you. If it's not done properly, it does feel unnatural. And I have noticed Lego does that sometimes, where instead of using like a 1x2 brick, they'll actually use 3 plates in a row to make up for it. And it's like, oh come on.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
Sometimes
sometimes I say this, and that is sometimes I'll say that I love the product. I don't necessarily like the company.
Yes.
sometimes I miss the high school though.
What do you miss about it?
Start all over. Make make the proper decisions.
Okay,
I can't argue against that.
no, me neither. I mean, it's well, I agree. I'll just leave it there.
This goes here.
But I don't
Right.
know how long you've been collecting Lego, but one thing that I miss about the old style Lego sets was I think it was pre 90s. The Lego box used to have a flip up lid, and when you flipped it up, there was like this plastic tray that was covered, so you couldn't like take the pieces. But they would put a couple of the minifigures in there, and then they put like maybe some of the trees or the more cooler elements on that little plastic tray on the flip lid. And they stopped doing that in the 90s. and I really miss it, to be honest. I always thought it was a cool feature.
I never remember that.
Yeah, I remember it most distinctly on the Black Falcon's Fortress castle set from the I think that was the 80s. And
Oh, my brother had that one.
yeah, you remember that yellow brick with the painted like
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
one of the pieces that was on that tray when you flip the lid up to try to entice you to buy it.
Oh.
And it looks like John and Janet are saying their hellos.
Hola. That even okay? It goes in there. Okay.
Motion.
And I'm also trying to save room, and so I've kept a lot of my boxes for the bigger sets, like the Ultimate Collector Series. And I'm seriously thinking about having a bonfire and just burning them all.
I'm down.
You gonna roast some marshmallows?
I want some Kentucky Fried Chicken, and here in Idaho from the chickens in my backyard. Especially if you start with that rooster.
Let's start with Foghorn Leghorn.
At least Foghorn Leghorn was funny. This rooster is just mean. And I don't know, man. I don't know what his deal is, but he's just mean.
Especially around Chicken Hawk.
Well, I introduced the new chickens to the flock, and the hens are being just fine with the new chicks. But that rooster, man, he is just, yeah, he's relentless on them. And I hate to admit it, but I just feel like going out there and taking care of him with the cordless hole puncher.
There you go. So I just finished McLaren.
All right, here, let me
All right.
get my mouse to work with me. I'm sorry, my mouse is I need to order a new one on Amazon.
So I did this Skillet guy. He looks so nice. And then this is what I'm going to be doing on my Lego build at 6. So I'll be jetting off and then getting ready over there. But I'll be doing
That's a good one.
No. And then this one.
Oh, cool.
Heck yeah. I have way too many car sets, but oh well.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know. But I'm going to be jetting over to my stuff pretty soon. This was fun. I'll definitely try to have a much bigger set ready so we can do all that fun stuff. But yeah.
All right, that sounds good. And so, Steve, is it still the same way in California, by the way? When I lived in California, basically the big cities were highly Democrat. But what people don't know is that the vast majority of state is actually rural areas. And like Redding and I don't know if Fresno really is rural anymore, but it used to be when I was there. And
yeah,
those areas were mostly conservative, actually.
I think California is a lot more conservative than what is being led on, kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's more conservative than what we think it is. Because I think it was they turned it out that California more people voted for Trump in the last election than Texas as a whole.
Okay.
So to me, that kind of gives it away. I'm like, all right.
Well, it looks like this build's going a lot faster than I thought it would go, Steve. So I will join you on your stream, and I will be a few minutes late, but not as late as I thought.
No worries. Yeah, I'll send you the link, and then you can join whenever. So I want to thank you for having me here. This was a lot of fun. We need to do this more often. So
Yeah, I would love to. And tell people where to find you.
yeah. So I'll do the link here. I'll do both Rumble and YouTube, because some people will go straight to whatchamacallit, YouTube, but I do have a Rumble one right here, and then the YouTubes will be this one here. But yeah, you guys can find me there. I do a show on Tuesdays about men, and I do every day 60 seconds of life helpful advice. So, and then Lego build.
Yeah, I've been seeing YouTube has been showing me your shorts lately, and I always like watching those.
That's good. But all right, you guys can later on. You guys are more than welcome to come on over and check out me doing Lego build. It's more depending on who's on. It can be more colorful, and topics are more open. But I like this. I like doing Legos, man. It's fun. There's just so much fun.
Well, Steve, it's been a pleasure to have you on here.
Yeah, same here. I'll definitely have to make it on another Friday night and do something. So,
all righty, sir. Well, I'll be over as soon as I'm done with this.
all right. You guys take care.
All right.
Take care. So what bag are you on?
I am on bag 9. I've only got one more bag after this, and if I remember right, I did sneak ahead on the instructions. The last bag is mostly the wagon, which, by the way, it's a cool wagon because it's made of a lot of little pieces, so it's got a lot of detail for being just a little wagon, really.
Yep. Too bad it's not a G-Wagon, though.
Well, I don't think they had those back when the Old West was around. I know what you mean, though. Oh man! And actually, I didn't make that video. I promised you guys that after I built all of last month's Speed Champions, that I was going to do a video of all 3 of them side by side. I still will do that. I will probably make that video tonight and release it for tomorrow. So it may not come out at midnight because with me being on Steve's stream, I probably won't get done in time to be able to make the video, but it'll come out early tomorrow morning. It's a good thing Miss Chip isn't here because she'd probably kill me for staying up so late. But see, I have to keep telling her every time she threatens to kill me. I have to remind her she better do it good because she only can do it once. And for those of you who don't know my humor, I wish Mrs. Chip was on here because you'd hear her throw something right back at me for saying that. And just so nobody accuses me of anything, I will be more than happy to tell you anytime you ask. I literally have the best companion that I could ever have. She is a great woman, and I can literally say she's my best friend. She's been my best friend for 20-something years, and We have 4 beautiful children together, 2 grandchildren. It's just, in my opinion, I think it's pretty good. So you don't have to agree, but I definitely think it's great.
Don't forget about Enzo though.
Well, he kind of came later in the family, but yeah, he's awesome too. He's a bit of all right. And actually, I don't have to worry about him running from me at all. And today, when Spencer and I were putting what do you call it, our the dirt in the wheelbarrow and dumping it, he was out there outside the fence with us the whole time, and he didn't even try to run. He just laid on the driveway and watched us. Janet says, I'm excited to be able to finish my general store. Oh, yeah. Did your pieces come in that you sent away for because they mixed up the bags? I can't remember exactly what happened, but you were missing some pieces, if I remember right. And thank you, Janet, for sharing your those pictures of your Lego builds on the Facebook. I am always willing to take a look at people's stuff, and I enjoy it because I just enjoy the creativity of the bricks. So if you ever want to get a hold of me, I do have a page on Facebook called the Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I have a link to it in the description. Feel free to send me your creations. I will not copy them. That is not my purpose. My purpose is just I love Lego, and so when I associate with other people that love Legos, it makes me feel like less of a weirdo. And I'm just joking about that. There's a story behind that. And okay, I'm going to tell you it's a swear alert because I wouldn't do it justice unless I say it how it was said to me. So when I moved from Layton, Utah to where I'm at now, 2.5 years ago, my lug was really awesome in helping me move. And I was so appreciative of him because, you know, when you collect Lego and you move, you really want people who understand Lego to do it so things don't get damaged. And my lug came through for me, and it was just awesome. And when they came through for me and helped me, my dad was there. And I've told you before, my dad's in the military, so he can be really blunt about how he feels. And oh, this was no exception. My dad said, he goes, I'm so glad you had friends to help you move. Because not only did it go faster, but they understand how come you're so fucking weird. And so, but my dad, if you knew my dad, he's not insulting me. I could turn around and make a joke right back at him the same way that he talked to me, and he doesn't get offended. That's just the way he talks. And so I have accepted over the years that he just speaks his mind, no matter how diabolical it is. And I tell him that he's diabolical. Like I said, we don't hold back on each other. We just kind of go back and forth. So by sharing your pictures with me, you're helping me not feel so weird. And hey, Suzanne, how you doing? It's good to see you, man.
Hey,
all right,
Suzanne.
As a content creator, we shouldn't have any favorites, and so I can't claim that I have any favorites. But I enjoy seeing Suzanne on here. How's that? I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that to bait you guys. Don't take it personal. But it is always good to see Suzanne, and all of you actually. I think I can get away with saying that seeing Mrs. Chip is my favorite. I think I can get away with that. Oh, I'm sorry, Janet. You said not yet. They shipped them this week, but haven't got any. I'm interested to see if they sent the right pieces. Yeah, I hope they do. That should be a bummer for it to be even longer before you get the right ones. Okay, so we've got the general store sign. Oh, this is my favorite, the brick built vulture. I am so glad they went with brick built on this instead of doing a giant, like, just one piece creature thing on this.
Makes you want to copy it for your other builds?
Oh, I think I will. And the thing is, I don't have a problem with borrowing from other people's ideas at times. And if I do, I give credit to the person that inspired me. I don't try to pass it off as, oh well, hey, I saw this on, or actually, I'll tell you, I saw it on Pinterest, and here's the creator. And again, I do that just to stay honest. Okay, so now we got to throw this on here. And I have borrowed ideas from a friend Brent a few times, and I always talk to Brent, and I always let Brent know that I'm going to use his ideas. And Brent's used some of mine. Brent calls me up every now and again and says, "Hey, I got an issue with this. I'm not sure how to fix it. What would you do?" And so that's why on a few of my streams where I've mentioned Brent, I also have included a link to his Instagram, because I don't want to ever copy something from somebody and not give them credit. I don't feel that's right. But if I know the person, I always ask for permission first.
Hey, Trevor.
Oh, hey, Trevor.
Hey, Trevor.
How's that setup going? Trevor and I were talking earlier this morning, and he was saying he was setting up for a show.
How's Bender doing?
Bender?
I'm talking to Trevor.
Oh, okay. I don't know who Bender is. Is that you're talking about Futurama?
Me and Trevor knows who he is.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of Futurama, they're coming out with another. Actually, I think it's already out. The new season. Everything went well. Awesome. Are the pictures already posted on Instagram? If they are, I'll shoot over there and take a look at them. And by the way, Trevor, feel free to drop a link if you want right here, and let people know where to find those pictures of the show. I would love to see it myself. I'll go find it, but if you want to make it easier by dropping a link, please do. So all we have left is this wagon, I think. I think this wagon's the last thing.
He will drink the pickle out of the Cinderella cup. Mm-hmm. Pickle juice out of the Cinderella cup. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have to drink the spam shake. Oh, that doesn't sound too good. There's got to be a story behind this. Do you know that story, Greg?
I think it's for his birthday or something.
Oh, okay.
I just
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about
relax.
this.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just talking to my dad.
Oh, okay. So last week I was in my shop and I heard someone pull up, and so I opened the door to the shop that I don't use very often.
Where you going?
And I got swarmed by wasps. Today, when Spencer and I were working on the picking up, the dirt and sticking it in the wheelbarrow, I looked up, and in the corner of that door, which I didn't see when I was there a week ago, was a nest that was about the size of a softball, huge for a wasp nest. And those guys are such jerks, man. So anyway, I went and I got my can of spray foam and the poison for them, and I hit them real good, and probably killed about 40 of them. I am not a fan of wasps. I don't like to disturb bees because they pollinate and stuff, but a wasp, I don't care.
The wasp, the hornets, the yellow jackets.
I don't see too many. I know we have hornets here because the kid next door got stung by one while riding his bike, but I don't see them very often here. In fact, I don't think I've seen any of them here where I'm at. And he says, if Bender's Bricktastic Bricks raises $1,200 for his stand up to cancer live stream, I will drink a spam shake at my birthday party. I will also perform a stand up comedy set. Oh, hey, that's cool, man.
And he had to drink pickle juice from a Cinderella cup too.
So that's interesting. Let's see here. Now it's just now that my computer is starting to go really slow.
Dune.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's make sure. Oh, no, I did it right. Okay. Hey, Enzo. See if he comes here, because he stopped in his tracks and he's like, I don't know if I really want to go there. I'll show you him if he comes here. Come here, Enzo. Hey, buddy. Come here. Sit. Thank you. That's a good boy. Are you cute? Enzo, are you cute? Are you cute? Well, you got that breath, but are you cute? Yeah, you are, huh? Louder. Speak. That's a good boy. He's a keeper.
He looks spoiled rotten.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely that. But I love him dearly.
Ah, you stay right there.
Oh, I messed that up. Let me fix this. I'd like more Western sets to go with it. I would too. I really like this theme, and I wish they would continue it. And I'm sorry, I missed a few comments here. Trevor said this general store is really cool. I want one. Yeah, this was a really I think it's one of the best ones out of all the. I think the Mountain Fortress is my favorite out of this series, but this one's definitely number 2. Um,
What's your favorite one out of the series?
huh?
What's your favorite one out of the series?
The Mountain Fortress. That one there. It's I'm so torn about that one because I don't have much room since I'm bringing all my Lego sets inside, and oh man, I think I have to wreck that one because I can fit 4 smaller sets into the same space that one takes. And so I'm really toying with the idea of wrecking it, but that one took so long to build. I'm like, I'm just like, is there anything I can do to avoid it? Because I don't want to wreck that one. But I don't think I really have a choice because, well, the lack of room dictates all. Yeah, Janet, that's a real good one, the Snack Shack. I have seen that one online, brand new, for only about $10 more than what it originally retailed. So you might still be able to pick one up for, I mean, $10 more isn't exactly reasonable, but it's not like the Mountain Fortress where it was double the price by the time it hit the market. All right, there we go. Well, I really enjoyed building these with you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you that's been here for my streams and watched me build this series 1 of these. And I've got many other things planned for the channel, so hopefully you'll stay in tune and watch the other ones, even though they won't be quite as cool as these, but I'll do my best to live up to that being cool kind of thing. Oh, what is this? I will start working on, or I already did start working on, I'm sorry, the Avengers Tower new update video that will be coming out late next week. So I'll continue that, and then we'll have some more live streams of deconstructing sets. Those are just going to be off times. Those are just going to be ones where I've got a few minutes, so let me get it done, kind of thing. And then we've got the Modern House. We got 3 copies of it, so we might build those on live stream. I'm kind of thinking we will. I love this, how it's not cloth, because a lot of times they've done the canvas for these coverings. And unfortunately, I had a cat once, Grace, who the canvas covering for the army truck in Indiana Jones, she bit through it in a couple different places, and oh my gosh, it was so expensive to replace that.
I bet you whooped that cat's butt.
Actually, we ended up getting rid of her.
Just for that?
Yeah, hold on one second, Greg. Okay, I'm back.
You got rid of the cat just for that?
No, she let's just say she missed the litter box one too many times as well. And we got her as a rescue, and I really wanted to keep her, but she just wasn't working out. And sometimes that happens with rescues. You don't get but a few minutes with them before you get them. So yeah, I mean you can't really, And I'm sorry I missed a few. Can you just separate it into smaller parts? That might work, Janet. Instead of tearing the whole thing apart, let me see if I can find a way to do that instead of taking the whole. That's a huge set, and I would hate to, because I mean at some point I'm going to want to rebuild it, and I know that. So um, it's probably not a good idea to tear it apart. And Cajun says hello, Rabbit. Hey, Cajun, how you doing? We need to bring. I totally agree with that. I love the Western theme. I love this harness too because in the past they've just done one piece, and so having a brick built one here is also really awesome. And there's the other horse. I was like, where is it? Where is it? I would like them, since they, you know, since they did the what do you call it, the El Dorado's Fortress. Since they redid that one, um, I would love for them to do Fort Lego Rado again, and to do it, yeah,
Imagine they brought back like a Lego ocean theme.
like the Aqua Raiders.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool too. I actually have the full entire collection of all the Aqua Raider sets. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we put this here, and then we've got, where's this guy? Oh, okay, he's got his old style rifle here. Oh, of course, that always happens. All right, so let's hook this guy back up. Let's turn this around so y'all can see it. Oh, and let's also add the minifigures too. We don't want to forget them guys. Let's do that real quick. All right, so here is the whole entire set. Um, I I gotta say I'm loving this set. I don't see anything I don't like about it. In fact, I love the building technique on the walls. I love the roof and how it's not just continuous. How they made like kind of split boards. Love the vulture. That is freaking awesome. That vulture. Um, I'm really liking the detail in this one. I hope you guys have liked it too. Um, yeah, and I'm actually going to go now. So you guys, thank you for joining me. Go ahead and hit the like button if you would, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on another stream at another time. And thanks, Greg. I do appreciate you being here. I hope you guys have a good night.
See you later.
Bye.